Hey, what's up, cats and kittens, and shout out to all my Cerebralites. It's me, the Cerebral Diva, back with another episode of RealiTEA, and that's TEA because I give it to you scalding hot. So grab your cups, grab your saucers, gather around, and let's all take a sip of this Dancing with the Stars tea. Okay, you guys, so it's winding down over at Dancing with the Stars. Excuse my alerts. And it looks like Simone Biles was voted off. Now, I mean, I am incredulous at the fact that Simone Biles was voted off the show because there's absolutely no reason for Simone Biles to be not on the show. There's no reason for Simone Biles to not have the mirror ball. You know what? And I'm going to be honest. I'm going to take it a step further and say there's no reason for Simone Biles to be on this show. I felt like Simone Biles, if she was going to be on Dancing with the Stars, should have been there before Lori, I forget what her name is, the other Olympian who won the mirror ball last season. I think Simone Biles should have done the show before her to pick up on the momentum of the Olympics. But I think because Simone Biles was sort of the darling of the Olympics, that she really didn't have the schedule or the time to permit her to actually go. And so, unfortunately, she missed my phone. Please excuse my phone, you guys. So she missed the opportunity. She didn't get the strike while the iron was hot. And consequently, she had to come when she was still sort of lukewarm in the public, if you will. Now, with that being said, I don't think that that's really the reason why Simone Biles was voted off. I personally think that her comment to the judges' critiques last week are actually what caused her to be voted off the show. Now, with that being said, I am in no way implying that I agree with her being voted off the show, and I actually agree with what she had to say last week. So last week, after dancing the Paso Doble, she did the Paso Doble. It was the three-partner dance, and you know, like I said, given my limited knowledge of dance, or given my limited knowledge of sort of the nuances of dance, because I know a beat, I know when someone's hitting the beat, I can tell I'm rhythmic, so I know those things. But, you know, I don't know the sort of the technicalities of dance that the judges may be looking for. So just judging with my artistic eye versus my technical eye, I think that she does a fantastic job. Now, last week she came out, she danced the Paso Doble, which is a very intense dance, and she didn't smile, which I didn't think that there was any place in the Paso Doble for a smile, so Simone did not smile, which I felt was apropos given the dance. However, after basically slaying this dance, she walks over to be judged, and the judges immediately began critiquing her about not smiling. Now, Simone was very gracious up until a point where, you know, Carrie Ann critiqued her, Lynn critiqued her, Julianne critiqued her, and I believe it was at the point that Julianne was critiquing her about not smiling that Simone finally spoke up and said, "You don't win gold medals by smiling." Now, I was, you know, I had to clap. I was applauding her for speaking up for herself, because for me, like, sometimes the critiques that the judges give you are so nebulous in nature that it's hard. You walk away just scratching your head like, you guys just told me something completely different last week, and now this week you're telling me to do this. I don't know where you want me to be. So the only thing I know how to do is dance and execute. So that's what I'm going to do. And that's exactly what Simone did. But when she spoke up for herself, unfortunately, and this is, look, some people are going to say I'm playing the race card. That's fine if you think that. But sometimes when you're black, when you're a person of color, you have to turn the niceness where a non-black person could keep their nice meter at a 5. A black person has to turn the nice meter all the way up to 10 to overcompensate for in their niceness, to sort of to level out their blackness. So, you know, you have to be extra nice as not to offend because you're black. And I think in that moment when Simone spoke up for herself and said, look, you don't win gold medals by winning, by smiling, that in the eyes of some America, she was sort of had an entitled disposition. She was sort of this attitudinal being, as opposed to just being a girl in the moment, dancing, who was passionate about what she had done and who had spoken up for herself. People didn't see her that way. And to add another layer to it, as a woman, women are also always supposed to be nice and speak up for themselves. Had it have been a guy in the position of Simone, I don't think that the guy would have been judged as harshly as Simone was either. But with that being said, Simone is still a champion. No one can take that away from her. She has multiple gold medals. No one can take that away from her. She's in history. No one can take that from her. So this whole dancing with the balls thing, excuse me, Dancing with the Stars. I don't know where that came from. This whole Dancing with the Stars thing is really just a blip on the radar that's going to be the history of Simone Biles. So she'll go on to do bigger, better, and greater things. And at the end of the day, I think the show lost. Simone didn't. All right, you guys. So that's it for this episode of RealiTEA. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Normani Corday, I forget exactly how you pronounce her name. She's still on the show. So right now, since Simone isn't there, all of my energy, all of my well wishes are being transferred to Normani from Fifth Harmony. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and share. Follow me across all social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all that good stuff. And as always, in closing, people, remember to live better, love harder, and think smarter. It is me, the Cerebral Diva, and that is it for this episode of RealiTEA.